Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Chris and this is Inktober day 21. Today's prompt is sleep. Now for this drawing I was really indecisive on whether to choose Yoshi or Kirby to draw. They're both very cute characters and I wasn't sure which one I'd like to draw more in their sleeping state. So in the end I decided to go with Yoshi, dreaming about Kirby sleeping. Two birds with one stone. One of the hardships that I tend to deal with when doing these types of drawings that are more round and cutesy looking is that when it comes to shading, I can easily overdo it. And that's something that I really want to avoid when displaying my style. Trust me, if you look through some of these Inktobers, there's a lot of shading in my style that is a little bit subpar or not normally how I would do it, especially when doing it digitally. So I decided to go with a bit more of an edge shadowing, especially on Yoshi. I would say that the type of shading I do with these really dark contrasts work better on sharper looking stylized characters. And I do have a bit of a formula and technique when I do shading on round objects. I tend to do this reflective spherical type of shading around it, where I make a crescent moon around the edge. I fill that in with black, and then I make a sphere that connects to that crescent moon. That almost makes it look like an eyelid closing over an iris. Maybe it's hard to explain, but I'm sure if you look through some of my other drawings, you'll be able to notice it on circular figures. Especially when it comes to shoes, the points of shoes, I tend to do that a lot. You know, yesterday I was going through a huge binge watch of Copic marker videos, and there's such an amazing artist out there. The stuff that they can do with some of these Copics is crazy. It's too bad that the Copic sketch markers are a little on the pricier side. I would love to have all of them, obviously. And sometimes some of them are hard to come by, especially the refills. One of the only reasons that I have the ones that I do is because I bought them in a special. And I had a coupon on top of that worked. So I was very lucky there. I think it was Michael's online. Now I did have an option between a few colored ones or this gray set. The gray set was the same and had more markers, but the other ones were obviously in color. Now my argument was to go with the gray set because it had tones that ranged all the way from, or a little tint of gray on some white, all the way up to an almost black color. And that gives you a whole range of values for you to make any type of art. It's just going to be in a grayscale. And that's fine with me. You know, if I can make perfect shadows with just these markers, that works. Whereas if I had gotten the colored ones, it's only like 18 markers of different colors. And you know, I can't make perfect shadows when I have all types of different colors. Sure, I might be able to make something work, but if I want a nice value of shading going across something smooth, that's going to be a real problem. I would have to get other greens, at least 2 heading in each direction, one being lighter and one being darker than the markers that they're offering. Now they had a gray warm gray set. I think they had a standard gray set and a cool gray set. And I went with the cool gray. It actually didn't matter too much to me, but I like the way the cool one looked. It felt more like a rock, like metal. And so far they're great. I love them. I was looking at how much it cost to get the 72 set. And holy shit, that thing is expensive. I think it's like almost $600, at least where I could find them. Maybe they might be a little bit cheaper. Even still, that's really expensive. When you start paying hundreds of dollars for markers, you start to question, oh man, is that even worth it? Can I just go with regular markers? And unfortunately, there aren't too many markers out there that can compete with the blending of Copic. Them being alcohol markers and offering a huge range of colors with tint accuracy in each color is really a big factor, especially when it comes with the really popular Copic sketch markers, they're double-ended, and you have a brush tip and this sort of square tapered edge tip. And so far the brush tip that they have is one of my favorites. I've had a few different ones. Prismacolors was pretty good. The only thing being that they're not alcohol markers, so the blending, it really is not that good. You need to artificially blend it just through different values of colors, whereas the Copic alcohol markers actually blend chemically to kind of erase a bit of the edge when you're going from value to value. And there's a couple of tricks that you can do. I won't get into the specifics of how you use them. Maybe I'll do a review. And again, I'm not an expert, but who cares? It's fun to do this stuff, and it's fun to share my thoughts and show what it is that I like to do. Maybe some techniques that other people haven't thought of, or maybe it's just nice to get some insight from different types of people, and from there you get to make your own decision. Anyways, everyone, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the rest of the Inktober playlist 2020. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you all on day 22. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.